Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Welcome to our today morning's discussion on the topic of relationship with Vaishnavas. For example, seniors, juniors, and equals. This is, I would say, one of the most important topics because bhakti is nothing but relationships, as against Mayavad, in which there are no relationships. So to say, in the beginning, one may surrender to so-called guru in Mayavadi Sampradaya, sannyasis also, and then after some time of practicing spirituality, whatever quote unquote so called spirituality, then they feel I have become God, Krishna, and then they kick out Guru also. Prabhupada gives the example of using a ladder to get on some higher place to get some object over there, and then once you are there, you just kick away the ladder, hell with it. Like that, they take Guru for some time in the beginning stage of their life. And then they keep Guru also. They will take sannyas eventually. So Danda Grahana Matarena Nara Narayana Bhavet. As soon as you become a sannyasi by accepting Danda, then you become Narayan. And they address also each other as Namo Narayana. Namo Narayana. So you are Narayan like that. So if Guru is kicked out from their life, can you imagine what kind of how many kicks they will give to other people? There is no question of relationships for them. They are the greatest offenders in the planet. Not even atheists. Atheists are not such big problem. Mayavadis. That's what Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarani. Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is the expert in relationships. And with everyone he had such high class relationship. Basically, you can say four or five categories. One is with Krishna. So the whole essence of our spiritual life and practice is Krishna Prem, love for Krishna. And Krishna Prem means three things only. Name Ruchi, Vaishnav Seva, Jivdaya. So how much you have taste for chanting the holy name of the Lord? How much can you chant throughout 24 hours and throughout your life? And with what zeal, love, affection, feelings you can chant? And Prabhupada had so much love for Krishna, unlimited love. So Name Ruchi, Vaishnav Seva. There is one book by Her Grace Mula Prakriti Mataji, our Srila Prabhupada, a friend to all, in which what is not covered in Lilamrit. Lilamrit only focuses on Jivdaya in one sense. Last 12 years of Srila Prabhupada's life. Only the first volume deals with little bit with that early life. Otherwise, later part is so much in focus. But this particular book, this Mataji worked for more than 25 years, going all around to all those people whom Prabhupada knew before he went to West. And she interviewed them very nicely. And she made a book, this book. Unfortunately, when it was almost completed, she left her body. So her husband, Prabhu, and one Mataji friend, both of them combinedly they completed the book printing and all. So one of the best books I have ever read. So in that, Prabhupada's relationship with other Vaishnavas, Gaudiya Sampradaya devotees, his god brothers, and other people is so wonderfully explained. Amazing it is. One of the best books, I would say. Every devotee must read this book by Her Grace Mula Prakriti Mataji. So Prabhupada's relationship with God brothers is very nicely explained. Vaishnav Seva. And Jivdaya, we all know how Prabhupada went at the age of 70 and last 12 years at the age of 70 to 82. All of us are not in that age range. We don't know what it means to be 70-year-old person and eventually 80, 82-year-old. It's very, very difficult. Yeah, body doesn't cooperate, body doesn't have strength. But Prabhupada, strongest person on planet Earth, preached to the giant nation, America, Europe, Australia, Africa, Asia, North America, South America. Most successful. So Prabhupada was expert. Prabhupada, I adore him as hearing champion, but I would also say that he is a relationship champion. I also see my spiritual master, His Holiness Radhanswami Maharaj, as very expert in the relationships. So do I see other spiritual masters and senior devotees also. Seniority means how expert you are in your relationships with others. because you have very loving relationship with Krishna that has to reflect in your relationships with other devotees as well as all the living entities. And neophyte devotee means he has very bad relationships or he has no relationships with others. Certainly, there is a class of people in between, you may say, or somewhere hazy zone or gray zone. We discuss black and white, but gray zone is some people who are like, emotional and sentimental and Hari Bol, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, and all that. So they may appear to be having very nice relationship, but they are not because their mind and senses are not controlled. They don't have taste for chanting the holy name of the Lord. Very soon they'll be exposed. It's just a matter of time when it will be clear how their relationship is very shallow, it's sentimental, and it will, it's out of ignorance. So eventually it will be seen in passionate zone also that they will kick away that relationship because their purpose is served and hell with the others. So this is another category we have to be careful. Devotees become sentimental. So they have problems. So that's why the knowledge has to be gathered every day. Nityam Bhagavata Seva is compulsory. Every day we should attend class on Srimad Bhagavatam, hear from great source, or read from Prabhupada books in the daytime, and read Prabhupada books in the daytime, so that we don't get into this gray zone. We should not be in the black zone like Mayavadis, as far as the relationships are concerned, nor should we in this gray zone of relationships, like the class of people outside there and within devotees also. You can say Kanishtadikari, a type of Kanishtadikari. So they will be in this gray zone. So we have to be in this white zone of very high class relationship with one and all. There should not be any uh, strained relationship with anyone. So this is a very nice topic. I was thinking, with the permission of His Grace, Shuddha Chitta Prabhu, we could continue this tomorrow morning also. It's a vast topic. Uh, we have some nice notes. I'll try to cover very nicely as far as possible. So our topic for today is this relationships. So tips for interpersonal dealings between devotees. So what is the basis of happiness? Relationship with devotees. And we find in the world today, relationships are most strained. So the ground level between the two brothers, between the children and parents, between the couples, husband and wife, it ends up in divorce, so many cases worldwide. And even those which don't end up in divorce because of social pressure or whatever, there also is a strained relationship between husband and wife. Somehow they continue living together. There's no love, so to say. And then between people, mm, between the neighbors and individuals. Then we can see on the national level also problem. Politicians are very exploitative. And then between nations also, they also divide. mm, As Prabhupada would joke that what is this UNO, United Nations Organization? They should unite nations, but forget about uniting nations and forget about maintaining nations. The nations are dividing only. And that is reflected by seeing every year how the number of flags of the countries outside UNO building are increasing in so many countries, and the number is increasing only. So this is the foolishness of the modern day civilization. So what is the basis of relationship? Mm, First, that means one thing: we won't kill one another. This is basis. You say, what is this very horrible proposal? How can the relationship be? You know that living the relationship in Delhi case, what happened, boy and girl. What a horrible thing. The fellow killed her only, cut her into pieces and threw the pieces around whatever garbage and all that. So one of the six types of Vaishnava aparas is killing a Vaishnava. Hanti, Nindanti, Vadveshti. Vaishnava Nabhinandati. So the first one is Hanti, killing a Vaishnava. So outside people, some Hindu haters and all that, they have killed. That is another thing. But even among devotees, neophytes, they also may kill a Vaishnava. So we won't kill one another. Husband should not kill wife should not kill husband, parents should not kill children, which is happening. This what they call. Abortion, so many abortions. I heard, it's old news, that in China till now 4 crore children have been aborted. This is old news. Latest, I don't know, I have not done survey. Can you imagine? 4 crore. 4 lakh itself is a big number. 4,000. How many children have been killed? So parents kill children and children kill parents because of the property or some other issue. In the West, little milder version, never believe anybody above 30. The peace slogan, and all old generation crazy fellows. Hell with them. We are all youngsters, boys and girls. Let's live together and hell with anybody above 30. No question of listening to them. So the basis of relationship is we won't kill one another. We agree to spare each other's lives. At least मारेंगे नहीं एक दूसरे को जान से नहीं मारेंगे जियो और जीने दो live and let live. This is basic minimum. Relationships between uh, nations. Now we know that Ukraine and Russia and all that stuff. And then castes or religions, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, how they tend to kill each other only. So this is not, that means it shows there is no relationship over there. Next is we won't assault one another. Assault means attacking one another. One may not kill, but physically attack. So this is also not very good relationship. We won't assault one another to avoid attracting the attention of public. Sometimes just to attract the attention of public. These kind of things are also done. Third, we will not verbally abuse one another as we need to face one another every day. So even while speaking with devotees, we should be truthful. Satyam bruyat. But truth is many times bitter, so we should speak it in a very palatable way, sweet way. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat. Ma bruyat, satyam apriyam. Don't speak that truth, which is very unpalatable, very bitter. We find the best example is Vidurji, who traveled all over India in his pilgrimage during the war. And afterwards, when he came back, by that time, Yudhishthira Maharaj was already installed as the emperor of the whole world, ruling from Hastinapur. He very nicely welcomed Vidurji. Then he asked, my dear uncle, could you please tell me how is Krishna, how is Balram, how are Yadavas, how are this devotee, that devotee? It's like in those days, there are no phone calls, WhatsApp, emails, etc. So communication was through people only. You send messenger and get the news. So here he has already come traveling all over India. So he must have been knowing so many places and so many things. So he's inquiring. So though Krishna had left for Golok Vrindavan by that time, which Vidurji very much knew, still Vidurji avoided speaking that truth because it's little bitter truth. Or little means too much bitter for Pandavas who were so much in love with Krishna. So he did not want to spoil the mood of the because they had just welcomed. They are now emperors after undergoing so much of struggle, what not atrocities and all that. For years together, 13 years of exile. Now they have become emperors. Happy days in one sense. And now Vidurji has also come back. Their uncle, they're very happy. They are the relationship champions, Pandavas. And Vidur, what to speak? In fact, when Yaksharaj, when long story, but in Mahabharata, when they were thirsty, basically, one Brahmin had got Samhita firewood, and that was stolen by a deer. So the Brahman was concerned and he came to Pandavas in the forest when they were in exile that please help me. I have to perform yajna. So then Pandavas go running behind that deer. But the deer keeps galloping here and there and eventually vanishes also. And they are sitting without firewood. They are frustrated that we could not till now succeed. But then they're very thirsty. So Yudhishthir says, Nakul, could you please go and see? Is there any reservoir of water? He climbs on a tree and then finds that there is one. So then he empties the arrows from the quiver so that it can act as path to get fetch water for them. So then he goes, but then there, as he goes to the pond and he's about to take water, immediately there is sound. This pond belongs to me. You cannot take water from there unless until you give answers to my question. Who's that? I don't care. He drank the water, he died. Miss, he became unconscious. Then next Sahadev was sent. he also similar story. Then Arjuna was sent, he also unconscious. Then Bhim, then ultimately Yudhishthir come. And when Yudhishthir sees his brothers all four dead, he's wondering what is this. So then he starts crying, lamenting, Are these brothers, Are Arjun, you had promised that you will finish up Karna. Are Bhima, you forgot you were supposed to break the thigh of Duryodhan. What is this? How can you leave me? How will I survive without you? They are very dear to him, dear than his life. So then, meanwhile, he was wondering there are no marks on the body of these Pandavas, all these four brothers. That means war or some kind of fight has not happened. And Arjun's arrows were strewn all over. This will never happen. Arjun will be hitting the arrows. His arrows will not fall down on the ground like that. So something is tricky here. So then he thought anyway they had come for drinking water. So he goes to drink water. Immediately sound comes. Come on, you cannot touch. Then he says, you have to ask question. You have to answer my question. He said, okay. So there was one crane and a tree top, one main branch of the tree. And he's wondering how this crane is speaking. And the crane asking question, he answers and all that. So then after answering, Yudhishthir says, you cannot be ordinary crane. You are some very great soul. You please reveal your identity. And then that crane reveals he is Dharmaraj. And he says, my dear son, I'm your father only. And I knew that you always stand for Dharma. And I came here just to test you. And you have fully passed the test and asked for benediction. So we just ask some benediction. But we can see how uh, they're very loving. So we should not verbally abuse one another as we need to face one another every day. So Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Ma Bruyat, Satyam Apriyam. Don't speak that truth which is unpalatable. I told story of Yudhishthira Maharaj asking Vidurji and Vidurji not revealing the truth because it's unpalatable. Next is we will tolerate one another so that news will not reach Guru Maharaj among God brothers, God sisters. There are so many fights because fight, neophyte. All the neophyte disciples will fight like anything. They'll fight for wealth, they'll fight for women, they'll fight for followers. And so much followers competition goes on, even within ISKCON, because enemy is there in the Kanishta Adhikari. They cannot spare even their God brothers and God sisters. So then that should not be done. That should not be entertained. The news will go to Guru Maharaj. He'll be very angry. What is this nonsense? I have seen so many Guru Maharaj in ISKCON dealing with the problems of their fighting disciples. Like that. A lot of energy of the Gurus goes in sorting out these fights. The couples fight, husband wife, they want to divorce. Then the god brothers fight, god sisters fight. Then god brothers and god sisters fight and fight with the president and fight with outsiders, fight with neighbors. All varieties of things are there because maturity is not there. People don't chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And because of not uttering the holy name, clearly pronouncing and attentively hearing, there are millions and billions and trillions of problems in ISKCON. His Grace Gauram says, if only all the devotees in ISKCON in the morning hours sit in one place and at a straight chant all 16 rounds without any distraction, all the problems in ISKCON will be solved. Problems will become zero. But this devotees have difficulty to do, chanting Hare Krishna. So we will tolerate one another so that news will not reach Guru Maharaj. This also is okay. Prabhupada said that after I leave, how much you love me would be seen by how you cooperate amongst yourself. We may love Guru, but we may not be able to love our God brothers and God sisters. So at least we should cooperate. Okay, I will not fight, I will not beat them. I will be okay. It will be simple. Next is we will cooperate with one another for the mission of Srila Prabhupada. This is another thing. Let us cooperate. Prabhupada wanted us to cooperate. So somebody has to bend because everybody wants to be a leader, boss. We say das, 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 and das, but actually, in actuality, every conditioned soul and every Kanishta Adhikari wants to become boss on a boss only. And in meetings and all that, we see how people want prestige, puja, la, pratishtha, profit, adoration, distinction, etc. They want by all means. And then it becomes difficult because relationships means bending. And because we are not ready to bend, forget it. That's what Prabhupada says. In divorces are mainly because of women's mistakes. Why? Because women don't bend. So women will all feminists and men. What? We should bend. Males should bend. Why not they bend? What's the problem with them? What's the problem with us that we need to bend? This kind of arrogance will not do because basically man has his false ego. All are false egoistic only, but man has more false ego. He's actually more conditioned soul. There is women liberation, Stri Mukti Sangatna, or not a word like that. Like that, there should be main liberation also in Sangatna because these fellows are more bound on women. Proper says any religion, religious function and all that, women come in more in number than males because women are very simple at heart, emotional. So naturally they can love Krishna and they have tender feelings. They are mothers also. That's why Krishna has arranged females to become pregnant. If only males became pregnant, they will be like rough and tough. They will do their boxing competition, boxing practice on there because like that they might also. That's why females are very tender-hearted, so they are very good. They will come. So males have big false ego. That's why traditionally when a girl is getting married from childhood only, mother trains her. But especially when the marriage is fixed and soon the marriage is coming closer, mother will train her more. That my dear daughter, you are not only getting married to the body of your husband, but to his false ego also. So take care. Take a humble role like that. Then your marriage life will be most successful. So because this training was given in Vedic life by mothers to their daughters, all the marriages would be quite successful. We cannot say 100%, but quite successful. To the degree Krishna was there, and this is how humility, bending. So that's why the female would always bend, and the male would respect that. Then like we can see in the case of his Sundarshyam Prabhu, his father is MA in English, and he was teacher in some second primary secondary school, English teacher. And Radhesham Prabhu's mother was an illiterate lady, not even one first standard, like that. So what a combination, MA and mother illiterate. But any serious decision in his life, he would always consult her that this is the case and I was thinking of doing like this. What do you say? And she said, yeah, that's fine. You can go ahead. Then he would go. If she said, no, I feel like this, it should be done. Then he would consider that. And after proper understanding, then he would go for particular decision and action. Just see. Same thing with Hadai Pandit and Mother Padmavati, Nityam Prabhu's parents. You know that she was a simple lady. She also must have been illiterate. There are no schools that time. All the Vedic women were illiterate in the sense they never went to school. And see, they were so successful. They were relationship champions. And the males who also did not go to school, they went to Gurukul and they learned so many things over there. But we find when that sannyasi came to Ekachakra and asked Hadai Pandit that I am a traveling sannyasi and I'm old now. I need some assistant. Why don't you give me your elder son, Nitai? He would be my traveling companion. It was a blow on the heart of Hadai Pandit, who loved Nitai so much that if Nitai is playing or going walking, and in between one tree comes, tree of this much, trunk, whatever. So Nitai goes and he goes from backside of the tree. So trunk does not reveal Nitai. And then Hadai Pandit would feel that his life is only coming out of the body. Here is Nitai. And then anyway he's walking, so he would come out from the other side of the tree. Like that, so much affection for Nitai. Who will not love Nityam? It's amazing person. The Supreme Person got it in the mood of servant always. So Adai Pandit would have so much, but then he gave his son. He before giving, he consulted his wife, that mother Padmavati. What do you say? That his sannyasi is asking for our son Nitai. I am so much in love for Nitai. She said, my dear husband, whatever decision you take, that is my decision too. So then he gave, thinking Dashrath Maharaj gave Ram and Lakshman, Vishwamitra. So we should cooperate with one another for the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Then he says some more thing. I will assist him for the pleasure of Prabhupada. This is now, first was, we will not kill one another. It's on very gross, very bad level, worst level. So you see, this is in the ascending order. I will assist him for the pleasure of Prabhupada. So this is very good mood, like that. At any given time, one person should be leading. Just now, currently, I'm leading this whatever is happening over here, like a class, like that. Afterwards, somebody else will lead whatever. Prasadam serving, somebody else will lead. Or preaching, somebody else may lead. So one person should be a leader, and all others should be assistants, like that. But the problem is everybody wants to lead, everybody wants to be boss. Then there will be fights because everybody cannot be leader. Then it becomes problem also. So I will assist him for the pleasure of Prabhupada. Then next is we will synergize our efforts and multiply the effect of our preaching to please Srila Prabhupada. One and one is not two, but 11. That's synergy. So we will synergize our efforts and multiply the effect of our preaching to please Srila Prabhupada. This is very good. Devotees coming together. Let's preach. Let's keep aside our ulterior motives, our selfish agendas, our selfishness. Let's keep it all aside and let's spread the mission of Srila Prabhupada all over the world. Just like the Radha Damodar traveling Sankirtan devotees under the able guidance of His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj and His Holiness Vishnujan Swami Maharaj. Early morning, Vishnu Swami Maharaj would get up almost whatever time, 3 o'clock and all. He would be the first one to get ready after taking bath. And then brahmacharis, because they were traveling, whatever, they would get some place and all of them would sleep, a kind of a dormitory. And then he would clap and Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hari Bol, please get up. Let us make Srila Prabhupada the uh, most successful person on the planet, most famous person on the planet Earth. And it's understood through book distribution. Like that. So they would all get up. Yes, we have to make Prabhupada the most famous person on planet. All the brahmachari sannyasi, they would get up, get ready, and they are chanting, they're on their mission. Then they would be distributing books. And the last in this is, despite all differences, I simply love that devotee because he's so sincerely serving Srila Prabhupada's mission. This is very nice. This is the highest in one sense. So many differences are there between that devotee and me. But he's so sincerely practicing Krishna consciousness, serving Srila Prabhupada's mission. That's it. That's what Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis, because neophytes will fight, means some kind of criticism. So sure enough, some devotee would speak ill about another devotee, where Raghunath Bhatta Goswami would be there. Immediately he would say, just the fact that that devotee chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is enough for me to overlook all the seeming defects, shortcomings, faults of that devotee. So we should be able to forgive because, like in Burla, what is the population of Burla? It's a town or whatever. 1 lakh. So how many people of this 1 lakh people are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day? At least one round. 1,000 people? Yes. Not even 100 people. Not even 50 max. So very less people. So in 1 lakh, 1% is 1,000. And then 100 is point 1.1%. So we are 0.005, something like that. So very less percent. So why are we fighting with such? Then nowadays they have extinct species. You know that. Just like I heard in my brothers because he did BSc. In their days, I think they used to do dissection of frogs. I think like about so many frogs were dissected. Maybe the number reduced. They were concerned. Then in our times, there are earthworms. They would be doing this. Maybe this is not good killing, but they do all that nonsense. That's how we gave up all that nonsense of educational institutes. We joined Prabhupada's mission where no killing, no meat eating, no killing of other animals. But in our college and we had to dissect. In science, you might have done that dissection. So thus we can see that despite all the differences, we should be able to love one another. Basically, if you chant very nicely, you love one and all. Prabhupada at one airport when they received and so many hundreds of devotees doing kirtan, as Prabhupada came close, immediately they offered prostrate obeisances. Prabhupada Pranati Mantra. They were having so much love, affection, tears in their eyes. The assistant to Prabhupada's person servant to Prabhupada, everyone loves you so much. Prabhupada said, yes, because I love everyone. And Prabhupada had shown that love. It was not just a statement. He went at the ripe age of 70 with no money, poor health, on a cargo ship, 38 days travel on a sea ship. Very difficult. Mm. We'll die in 2, 3, 5 days only. But Prabhupada, for the sake of all people in the world, he sacrificed his whole body and everything of his existence. So that's how we should also love. If we are really followers of Srila Prabhupada, we should be able to love one and all. We should hate none and we should love everyone like that. Now you talks about the first we have to feel the need of devotees in our life. That's why these regular classes are very important, wherein the glories of the devotees are revealed. How we cannot approach Krishna directly. Krishna is like a manufacturer, let's say Kelvinator, uh, refrigerator. So manufacturing unit will daily manufacture maybe 100, 200 fridges, refrigerators. You go there and say, I want to purchase one. Here is 20,000, 25,000. They'll get lost. Then you go to wholesaler in the city who also distributes 10, 20 refrigerators at once to retailers. You ask him, give me one refrigerator, say, get lost. You have to go to retailer and tell him, he give him 25, then he'll say, okay, take this refrigerator. So like that, we cannot approach Krishna for getting his mercy. Krishna will say, no, I only, I only have mercy. I don't give mercy. My agents are pure devotees and other devotees. Every devotee is, uh, to some extent, has mercy of Krishna. He can give you to whatever degree he has. Just like all of us, yeah, we all have money, isn't it? Brahmacharya also have money. You have money? We have money? I have money. The brahmachari also have money. So, but maybe less money. You all may be having more money. You may have 10, 20, 30,000. Brahmachari's traveling expenses, 1, 2,000 rupees. You may have 20, 30, 50,000 rupees. Those who are working may have 2, 3, 4, 5 lakhs. Those who are grahasthas, they may have 20, 30, 50 lakhs or more than that. And like that. So everybody has money. And if you beg, even a beggar has money. If you beg from a beggar, मैं महाभिकारी हूँ. मैं सभी भिखमंगों का बाप हूँ या बेटा हूँ जो भी हूँ. तो मुझे कुछ ही नहीं है मेरे पास, दे दीजिए. तो बोलेंगे चलो यार, तू भी क्या याद करेगा, ये चवन्नी तू रख ले. Yes, he also has money and he can also give you money if you please him. देखो भिखारी के लिए कितना पैसा इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो बाउल फुल ऑफ coins, very important. That is daily whatever earning. We cannot earn more than that. But he also, if you please, he can give you. And on the contrary, a multi-billionaire, trillionaire, if you don't please him, you displease him, he will not give you 1 rupee also. Yes or no? Yes. And if you please him, then how much he can give you? He's a multi-trillionaire. So he can give you a lot. So that's why every devotee has mercy, Krishna Prem. We can beg from them. By serving them, pleasing them, they will definitely give you. So we should feel the need of devotees in our life. When first time I read Srimad Bhagavatam, from my third year of engineering only I was reading. It took around 5.5 years, along with all other services as a student, college, and so many things there. And then after that, joining as a brahmachari also, so many other things, services. But despite that, it took 5.5 years. In that sense, very long period for reading first canto to 12th canto. But still, overall understanding of whole Bhagavatam, I had one thing only in my mind, that Krishna loves his devotees. That's what is told everywhere in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. And if you do any wrong to a devotee, Krishna becomes very angry. ये तो आपकी ऐसी की तैसी, आपकी धज्जियां उड़ा देंगे, आपका नामो निशान मिटा देंगे बाबा कृष्ण. तो इसलिए devotees are very dear to Krishna. Just serve them, please them. You'll reach all perfection in this very life. Much before you reach your last, you'll reach perfection. So he says from Madhav Mahotsav, this is one quote by Srila Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami says about relationships, though one usually ignores others in attaining one's own goals, those aspiring for prema accept dependence on others with similar goals and tests. You all know in college and many other institutes, when people are very ambitious, I want to get top position, I want to be the topper, I want to be the main manager, MD, or whatever it is, CEO, whatever it is. So people compete like anything. So for achieving their goals, they
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
So for achieving their goals, they behave very rudely with others. Thus, cooperating with each other, they work together, keeping in mind the goal of prema. Those aspiring for prema, Krishna prema, accept dependence on others with similar goals and tests. So you have to achieve your goal in Krishna consciousness. In material life, you want to achieve your goal. You want to kill everyone, push them down, beat them, kick them, and you should run ahead like that. In Krishna consciousness, you want to achieve your goal, you should depend on others. There's no question of kicking anyone. That's Mayavad. The height of Radha Swami Maharaj was telling that Mayavad is their philosophy the way it is, God, there's no God. God's form is made up of earth, water, air, fire, ether. And eventually you only become God. So there is philosophy is highly impersonal. But if you go to any Mayavadi mutt in India, their ashram, whatever. So if you go there, the top head, top sannyasi, he will come to receive you. Let's say Shuddhajita Prabhu goes, I go, because we are in saffron, so it's like sadhu. It's a con sadhu. So the head of the thing, sannyasi, he will come to the gate to receive Shuddhajita Prabhu. आइए महाराज या प्रभु जी जो भी है आइए वो लेके जाएंगे उनके ऑफिस में लेके जाएंगे सीट देंगे पानी बुलाएंगे नारियल पानी जो भी है और बोलेंगे क्या सेवा करे जैसे कि humble menial servant only. And we ISKCON devotees, our philosophy is so personal. And who comes and who goes, even senior devotees come आते रहते हैं बहुत सारे क्या है कितने आते हैं इतने लोग क्यों बुलाते हैं मंदिर के हेड अथॉरिटीज मैनेजर्स पागल हो गए लोग अरे हमें भी तो जीने दो मार डालेंगे क्या इतने सारे गेस्ट. So our this philosophy is highly personal, but dealings are highly impersonal. So people, so many visitors come to temple, and they come and they say, they want to talk to us, man. We don't have time. We are so busy, so busy, so busy preaching to one and all and increasing our number of devotees. And that fellow, he can become a devotee. No, no, not he. We have our own strategies. In the strategies, he doesn't fit. Foolishness. Just like if I tell you, I love you. I love you. क्या बोला आई लव यू बोला कि आई हेट यू बोला सबने तो आई लव यू ही सुना उसमें लव तो कुछ दिखाई नहीं कैसा लव है ये काली कुछ तो दाल में दाल ही पूरी काली लग रही तो बोल रहा हूँ मैं आई लव यू द बट वे आई सी आई से इज contrary to it. It looks like he's going to kill us only. Keep your love with you only, distribute to some others. Don't kill me with your love like that. So we are very personal in philosophy, but in relationships, in dealing, we are so impersonal. That's why they say that in ISKCON, the divorce rate is higher in ISKCON than in the outside world. That doesn't mean that total number of divorces in ISKCON are more. Ratio, you understand? And outside population is 800 crore. So in that, so many divorces take place. So let's say the percentage is, but I don't know, but approximately, let's say 5%, approximately, just random figure. But in ISKCON, we don't have 800 crore people. ISKCON, what? Let's say 10 lakh devotees. How much? Uh, let's say 50 lakhs. I don't think it will be more than 50 lakhs. Let's say 50 lakhs. So in 50 lakhs people, whatever the married couples are there within ISKCON, devotees and all that. So the divorce rate is more means it is more than 5% of this. You understand? 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs का 5% कितना होता है? 25,000. So it's like more than 25,000 marriages end up in. You understand? You don't. This is not the way. These are all random. Just to give you an idea what it means, that statement. So why? Because even devotees in ISKCON, they don't chant purely and they have expectation from their married partner. The husband says, you should be, you were beautiful earlier, but not now. And the wife may say, your job, what is this? You lost your job and all that. Array, learn from Sita Devi. Ram lost everything, not just job. He lost father, mother, home, clothes, chappals. Super bhikari bन गए वो. But Mother Sita did not leave. That too, she was not supposed to go to forest. Voluntary. I will go. I am Ardhangini. Not just participating in your happiness, in your distress also. In all phases of life, I will be always like your shadow. And in the forest, she would walk in front of Lord Ram because they were bare feet. The thorns will prick his leg. So she would walk in front. So whatever thorns were on the path, not known, they would all prick her feet. And she would make the path clear for Lord Ram. What austerity. How many of us will do that? अरे महाराज आप आगे चलिए. आप वैसे भी गुरु महाराज है. आप सब कांटों को झेलते हैं. मैं भी एक बहुत बड़ा कांटा ही हूँ. तो कांटे से कांटा मत निकालिए. आप ही कांटा निकालिए आपके ये दूसरे कांटे के. तो वी आर क्रेजी फेलोज डिस्ट्रॉइंग इस्कॉन. इस्कॉन को कोई डिस्ट्रॉय करेगा तो हम सभी बुर्ला वाले और मैं वो बाहर से आया हूँ पूना वाला. और पूना वाले भी है अंदर, वो भी डिस्ट्रॉय करेंगे. वो पूना को डिस्ट्रॉय करेंगे. पूना इस्कॉन विल डिस्ट्रॉय इस्कॉन बुर्ला. Like that, this fellow inside only will destroy ISKCON. Outside, nobody can destroy ISKCON. Inside, everybody can destroy ISKCON. One individual is enough. So that's why we have to be extremely careful. हम ही वो सब टेररिस्ट है, ISKCON टेररिस्ट. तो ISKCON को ही तोड़ देंगे. So let us not do that. We want to protect ISKCON. We want to strengthen ISKCON. We want to expand ISKCON all over the planet Earth and afterwards in heaven also. ISKCON heaven branch like that. And ISKCON Atal branch, ISKCON Sutal branch, ISKCON Talatal branch, ISKCON Rasatal branch, ISKCON Patal branch. Then it's called Brahmalok branch, ISKCON Janalok branch, ISKCON Satyalok branch. Then ISKCON Brahma Jyoti branch also. क्या मायावादियों के अड्डे में घुस के तहलका मचा देंगे हम. उधर तो सब कुछ है ही नहीं स्ट्रक्चर. तो हम अपना एक बिल्डिंग लेंगे उधर, इसका मंदिर बांधेंगे. पहला समथिंग फॉर्म. First thing that has a form within formless Brahma Jyoti. So we will be the pioneers. Okay, बहुत बड़ा गोल है हमारा. भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर के फॉलोअर है. भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर was asked, my God sir, the way you are preaching so powerfully, 64 mathas you have established, 16 in India and 4 around India. The way you are going, the rate at which you are going, it seems like you will very soon cover up entire earth. If you preach all over earth, then what will you do? Nothing will remain. Then Bhaktan Thakur looked upward. Heaven is there. Lot of sense gratification goes on there. We'll preach there. And that man was shocked. My God, heaven में जाएंगे कैसे? No plane goes there. Even fighter plane doesn't go. No satellite goes. But this is how devoted are. So in material life, for achieving your goal, you have to put everybody aside, keep them behind, and you go ahead. But in spiritual life, to make advancement, you have to depend on others. This formula only has to be learned. It's very difficult for us to learn because of our material background. We have been born and brought up in materialistic institutions, like schools and colleges. Their cutthroat competition goes on for the top position. So we should not be like that. We have to learn this mathematics of life, spiritual progress in life. Next, he says, how does a devotee conquer all material desires by association of devotees? How many of you want to conquer your material desires? Raise your hand. So, how to conquer? And the formula is association with devotees. How it works is telling. First, come in association of devotees. So, we have come in association of devotees. Then discuss Krishna Katha. We are already discussing. So, Krishna is purifying. Pravishta Karna Ramrena Swanam Bhava Saroroham. Then Dhunoti Shamalam Krishna Sharirasya Yatha Sharat. Second kind I think. What I said. Pravishta Karna Randrena. So this our ear holes. When Krishna Katha enters, Krishna enters in the form of Krishna Katha. Pravishta Karna Randrena Swanam Bhava Saroruham. Saroruha. Our heart is like a pond. Swanam Bhava Sarvam. So Krishna, when he enters inside our heart, in the pond of our heart, Krishna Katha enters. He said, Dhunoti Shamalam Krishna. He cleanses that pond, which is muddied because of the rains of the rainy season. So two types of rains are there. We may not know, but in the rainy season, the rains are very heavy downpour, and they make all the bodies of waters into very dirty. You can say all reddish, brownish water flowing with high speed, so much of flood and all that. But now this season, autumn season, Sharad Rutu, in this also there are rains. They are not heavy downpours, and they are such that they make all the bodies of waters very crystal clear water, like that. So Salilasya Yatha Sharat. In Sharad Rutu, what Salil, what water comes, that Dhunoti Shamalam, that cleanses the water bodies. So Krishna is like that Sharad Rutu rains. When he enters through our ear holes in the form of Krishna Katha and falls in the pond of our heart, and this heart which is dirtied by all the rain water of lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion, all this rainy season, all of lust has been poured down like anything in this our heart pond, and then pride has been fallen like anything, and then anger, greed, all dirty, muddy stuff, and we can ourselves feel it. What to speak of all others who come in touch with us. But if Krishna Katha enters in this pond in the form of Sharad Rutu rains, then Dunoti Shamalam, all the contamination will be washed off, and it will become crystal clear water. Our heart will become crystal clear. So much. So discuss Krishna Katha, that will lead to heart purification. That will lead to satisfaction and happiness. You will be very satisfied. No material desires. Kichu ichha nahi. Prabhupada, you can see, one who ran worldwide organization, 108 temples all over the world, more than 5-6,000 disciples all over the world, lakhs of books distributed, and so many go in the restaurants, goshalas, farms, what not. Hmm? So much success. So many material desires could have been there while leaving planet. Oh, what will happen to ISKCON London after me, and what will happen to ISKCON Delhi, and what about Prabhupada was asked, Prabhupada, any desire person who is about to leave body is asked, because the desire should not torture him, trouble him, take him to another body. So some desire is there that has to be fulfilled. So yeah, then he was asked, any desire? Prabhupada said, Kichu ichha nahi, no desire, fully satisfied. Krishna sent me to this world to preach his message. I tried my best, so much success, more than my imagination. Success was sent by Krishna's grace only. And now within the by the supervision of Rupa Goswami, under whose supervision whole ISKCON is running, this movement will grow unlimitedly for next 9,500 years, 10,000 years. My service as given by Krishna is over. Now I need to leave. So satisfied, satisfaction and happiness that will lead to loving relationships will be developed. Because as long as you are dissatisfied and unhappy, you cannot have loving relationship. You are seeking something. Something is lacking in you, and you are looking for getting it in your life from outside sources. That way it will never happen. You look for iPhone, you get iPhone. iPhone, iPhone. Then that iPhone will take your life only. People commit suicide because of iPhone also. Before getting iPhone, one may commit suicide for not getting, and after getting iPhone, also people will commit suicide because they will get frustrated. Sochati na kangsh, sochati and na kangsh, sochati and kangshati. This is what happens, passion and ignorance. So nothing outside can satisfy you. Only Krishna Katha, hmm, Krishna's holy name. It has to enter through. This is the way, this formula only people don't know. That's why they are so much hankering for so many things in life. Crazy fellows. And then they ultimately commit suicide, kill others also. So loving friendship will be developed only when we are satisfied and happy. Satisfied means we are in the mode of goodness. Happy means we are almost in the mode of pure goodness. So when you get above passion and ignorance, then you are in the mode of goodness. You are very pleasing. You are very prasannatma. You are very cheerful. You are very pleasing to others. Your relationships with others will be high class. Loving friendships will be there with all varieties of devotees. All. Nobody will be spared. No category. Oh, no, this is not. Like that. And that will lead to encouraging each other. That leads to complete eradication of material desires. When you encourage other devotees or spiritual practices, don't discourage them. Then your material desires will go away because you are assisting devotees in their advancement in Krishna consciousness. Then Krishna will be very happy. He will remove all the material desires from your heart. So this is step by step progress. It all begins with coming in the association of devotees and hearing Krishna Katha. That's why Ishwar Puri also, when he initiated Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, Nacho gao bhakta sange karo sankirtan Krishna upadesha kari taraye jan. Nacho, dance, gao, sing. Bhakta sange in the association of devotees. Karo sankirtan. So chant the holy name of the Lord. Hear Harikatha. Krishna upadesha kari. Tell this message to others also. Tara agent and thus deliver everyone on this planet Earth. So thus, if we are engaged in this way, in the asana of devotee hearing Krishna Katha, it will step by step lead to our material desires getting out of our heart. But for that, we should be encouraging devotees. And before that, we'll have to have loving relationship. And for that, we should be personally very satisfied and happy. There should not be anything gain that you are looking from outside to get in your life. Nothing. I have been given everything that I need to achieve Krishna, Krishna Prem. Nothing is lacking in us. Prabhupada has given everything. He built a house in which the whole world can live peacefully. So we have to just follow in his footsteps, understand his teaching, and follow. Next, he says, what throws us out of association of devotees? This is also important. When we practice devotional service in passion and ignorance, the false ego creeps in and keeps us away from the association of devotee. Why should I listen to the now? Like that, he goes away from devotee association. So that is not good. In fact, leaders also fight. Prabhupada's formula was to send them to different places. That's how ISKCON grew also. So many 108 temples. Why? Because the leaders fight and they cannot jail. So they go, you go to London, you go to America. This to some extent, like that. And now in the current situation, there is all the more. At least in Prabhupada time, Prabhupada was there, and devotees were 24 hours engaged, irrespective of whether they were brahmacharis, grahasthas, sannyasis, matajis. Hmm? Everybody was thoroughly engaged. 4 a.m. getting up, 10 p.m. sleeping, and everybody was full-time devotee. There was no concept of congregation staying outside the temple. All the devotees of ISKCON, they were all inside the temple only, premises. Mataji is also brahmacharini ashram. Nobody is outside. Everybody is inside only. Full-fledged. Thousands of devotees worldwide are all fully inside. But eventually, as ISKCON grew, then they were asked to move out. And then we have current concept of grahastha staying outside, and that is congregation. But then when we stay together in passion and ignorance, false ego creeps in, and that keeps us away from the strength devotee. So in the current scenario, when the leaders fight, one leader says, why hell with this? I will go. So he goes to another part of the city or another city altogether, and he opens new temple. And he's gone one more temple. Hari bol. ये अंदर की बात है. That doesn't mean that always it is like that. But I know some places, like two leaders fought, then one went out and he opened another temple in the same city, big temple. And in that temple, in that city, we got two temples. Earlier one was there. Now there are more temples. I don't know whether it is also because of there are 5, 6 temples in that city. I don't know whether there are 5, 6 fights or but one I know for sure. So then he said, thus the necessary purification of heart and eradication of material desires does not happen. When we go away from association of devotees, we will not be purified because Krishna Katha will not happen. We are all alone. You will be, you will be torn apart by Maya. Maya will finish you off. You know those 4 cows, they're very good friends. They're always together, grazing together, drinking water together, staying together, sitting together, all that. So one lion wanted to eat them. But he was wondering, 4 of them, if I attack on one, other 3 will finish me off. Then we need to divide and rule. So then he went to one cow and he said, and this is only for you. Don't tell other 3 cows like that. It's confidential, something like that. So then after he went, other cows said, "Arey, what did that lion say in your ear? He said, mind your own business. Why are you interfering in my life? That is only for me, not for you. Like that. He said, what nonsense? Are we are good friends in friendship. We don't hide things like that. So hell with you. So then they went. And then like that, he divided all four. They were grazing separately, going for drinking water in the pond separately. And alone, it was very easy. Just lion would pounce at one cow at one time, finish her off. And this is how Maya also will divide us and rule on planet Earth. ISKCON devotees are the only ones who have waged war against Maya. And they are the only ones who can reduce the effect of Maya to quite a great extent. You cannot completely remove her influence because this is her place. But with our preaching activities, we can we can reduce the influence of Maya to great extent. And only Krishna Prem and Krishna Kirtan, Krishna Katha can be all over planet Earth because of the saving grace of ISKCON devotees who have been blessed by the His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada. But we have to be very careful. Maya is very cunning. She will make us fight only with one another, create misunderstanding. Misunderstanding is the way Maya enters in the devotee association. She will make you think, hey, this devotee, mm, and that day he did like this or he said like this. So there may not be any problem there, but your mind will imagine some problem. That is misunderstanding. So better, that's why communication has to be very good in ISKCON devotees. Lack of communication, misunderstandings will take place, and devotee will go against each other, and so many problems. Then he talks about four types of Mahatmas. Mahat, Mahattara, Mahattama, Ati Mahattama. Mahatma. We all have to become Mahatma. Who is Mahatma? महात्मानस्तु मां पार्थ दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रितः भजन्ति अनन्य मनसो ज्ञात्वा मां ज्ञात्वा भूतादिम अव्ययम्. So Mahatmanas to Mam Partha Daivim Prakriti Mashita. We have to take shelter of Srimati Radharani, Bhakti Devi. That means take shelter of the process of devotion, sorry, 9 processes. Particularly Shravanam and Kirtanam, mainly. That is easiest. So if we do that, then we have taken shelter of Srimati Radharani. Then we are Mahatmas. Otherwise we'll be Duratmas. So Mahattara, that means more Mahatma. Then Mahattama, the topmost. And Ati Mahattama. Prabhupada, you can say Ati Mahattam. Any pure devotees, he stands out in pure devotees also. Then four types of asadhus. Earlier description, four types of sadhus. Now four types of asadhus. Asadhu, asadhutara, asadhutama, ati asadhutama. So we should not think, ये अति असाधुतम बहुत अच्छा लगता है. I think let me opt for this elective or this course. Let me get degree in this. Don't even take the degree of Asadu. At least Mahat, minimum degree. Then if possible Mahattar, Mahattam, or Ati Mahat. So he says possessing a heart to cultivating loving relationship. HEART. Relationships means these 5 things have to be there in life. First, H stands for humility and forgiveness. You should be able to forgive. When Jesus Christ was asked how many times one should forgive, 7 times. He said yes, 7 times, 70 times. 7 times, 70 times, 490 times, or unlimitedly more than that. Always you should be forgiving. That is the quality of a Brahmana. Is forgiving. Shamashil. So humility should be there. Why should we be conducted by false ego? Yeah, I'm like bend, bend, and have more friends than not bending and not having anybody as our friend. Then we will be all alone. Those who go on that hierarchy ladder, it's a pyramid rather. So below, you can see any company who will they join, many join it in any given year, beginning year, you know, 15, 20, 100, 200. And then as you go, then you become, I don't know what, team leader. Then you are one and having 10, 15 people below you. Then above you, little less, maybe managers. Then you become one of the managers. Then you are in that range, having 5, 10 managers. And above you, only maybe one, not MD, maybe like that. And then you become MD, and hardly anybody above you, CEO or something like that. So when you go up, in the ladder of material success, you become a loner. Act of life. You become a loner. All the Hollywood, Bollywood actors, actresses, they get so much fame, they become loners. Then nobody, they have millions of fans in their country, but actually nobody's for them. People are only envious of them and say, "Arey, my God, this fellow so beautiful, such good in acting, and so many movies, and such so many people are his fans. I'm also his fan, but I want to be like him. And after I become like him, I'll kick him out." Like that is the mood. Envy is there basically in the heart. That's why I said the other day when our Sham Sundar Prabhu had liver problem. I think it was there. So there, 15, 20 devotees from all over the world, ISKCON devotees, they offered their liver from heart for liver transplantation. The people in the hospital, doctors, big doctors, were shocked. Hey, come on, sir, who are you? For you, 15, 20 people from all over the world are eager to donate their liver. Here we find in America, the best of the Hollywood movie actors and actresses, when they get their liver is damaged and all, they want new liver. Not even one person comes and they are ready to give lakhs of dollars. Money is not a problem. Still nobody comes. Not even one. They have millions of followers, but not even one person comes forward. बोले, रिलीवर चला जाएगा, जान चली जाएगी, मारो गोली, उसको मरने दो मेरे, वो मर जाएगा. Hollywood actor and actors. I will find out another actor. Okay, कुछ कमी है क्या? But for you, 15, 20 people are here. Who are you? Then he said, "Oh, I am Sham Sundar Das, a disciple of Shiva Prabhupada. We are from ISKCON," and he started preaching. He got good opportunity to preach. Like that. So first, heart means humility and forgiveness. Second, encouragement. We should encourage each other, not discourage. Don't pull. The envy element in our heart has this criticism, complaining, then competing, and criticizing. How many are those? Complaining, criticizing, competing, comparing. Complaining, comparing, criticizing, competing. So four C's. This is the cancer in our heart called envy. So thus we will always do this. With devotees, we will compare, we'll complain about other devotee. Prabhu, to Shuddha Chitta Prabhu will go, Prabhu, this devotee, like children do, na? Like that we'll do. And we'll be competing. Are he have got 4 boys. I will preach to 8 boys. Like that. He has preached to 8 boys now. I preach to 10 boys. Like that. And his boy left ISKCON, left Krishna. Very good. Hari Bol. Thank you, Narasimhadev. You removed obstacles. You come here and Namaste Narasimhaya. Very good. His number reduced. मैंने बहुत कंपटीशन किया. आई कुड नॉट हैव सो मेनी फॉलोअर्स. अभी उसके फॉलोअर्स कम हो गए, एक दो जन गिर गए. बहुत अच्छा, आने ही नहीं चाहिए जीवन भर, मरने दो सड़ने. और ये भी चला जाएंगे. सो मच एनवी. माय गॉड, हमारा बस चले तो सबको मार डाले हम इस्कॉन में, है कि नहीं? मैं अकेला ही इस्कॉन में, फिर क्या करूंगा? तुम सोचना पड़ेगा. अकेले फिर टीचिंग करना पड़ेगा. क्योंकि कुकिंग में मुझे करना पड़ेगा, क्लीनिंग ऑल्सो, मेंटेनेंस ऑफ अकेले मेरी जान चली जाएगी, मर जाऊंगा मैं. तो पहले बहुत सारे भक्त थे, अच्छा ही था, मैंने सबको मार डाला. शायद गलती हो गई. यही करना चाहिए था, लेकिन जो भी अभी क्या करूं, चलो प्रचार करता हूँ. So let us not be such crazy fools. So encouragement, encourage other devotees, appreciate Hari Bol, Prabhu, anything good that you see. They say, no, not they say, hit when it's hot. Iron, when you want to shape it, like that cold iron bar is there, you hit 10,000 times, nothing. The iron will break also, but you cannot shape it. But you put it in the fire and make it red hot. Take it on the anvil, take a hammer and third, the way you want. Keep beating, and you can give nice shape to it. So appreciate dude. Anytime they do any good, immediately appreciate. Hari Bol, very good. Prabhu, you cooked so nice prasadam. Or you cleansed the temple also wonderfully. Amazing. Whatever it is, genuinely. not artificially, too much artificially. Just like that donkey's marriage, sorry, camel's marriage, and donkey came, and he said, "Oh, क्या दूल्हा है? हाँ, अहो रूपम, what a beautiful bridegroom. हाँ, इसकी दाढ़ी तो देखो, और इसका ये तो देखो." Camel दूल्हा, like that, you know. So immediately the camel was also very happy when the donkey said that. Then he said, "Oh, अहो ध्वनि, क्या सुरीली आवाज है ये गधे की." अभी वो donkey, when he said अहो रूपम, how he must have said, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." But after all donkey, तो donkey क्या बोलेगा? थोड़ा ना संस्कृत में बोला अहो रूपम अहो रूपम, ऐसे ही बोला वो। "Ooh." And that was अहो रूपम अहो रूपम। तो वो बोलता है अहो ध्वनि, क्या ध्वनि सुरीली आवाज है इसकी। बाकी सब सिंगर्स मर जाएंगे उसकी आवाज सुनकर। They'll all die. They'll have heart attack. So this is, we should appreciate devotees. Don't wait for 364 days. After 364 days, then comes Prabhuji's birthday. Then we will have appreciation day. Then other 364 days will kick him like anything. Prepare him for appreciation day. Next one. So don't be like that. Anytime you find devotees doing anything wonderful, appreciate him. Just speak at least. Don't have to necessarily gift. The best gift is very nice, wonderful, loving, and appreciating words. This is far superior than whatever gift you may give whatever. That is external gesture of your internal appreciation. But words can be much better, and they are very quick also. You don't have to wait. Then fourth is respect. You should respect devotee. That's why we have so many Vaishnava etiquettes. And the fifth is also tolerance, because no matter how much you love the person, he may have some defects, some difficulties, something, some other side is also there. So you tolerate. In fact, to the degree you love, to that degree you don't get to see the other side. And in one sense, tolerance is not so much required because it's like so much love. Yes.
Again, explain the four C's.
Comparing, complaining, criticizing, competing. And heart means humility and forgiveness. E for encouragement, A for appreciation, R for respect, and T for tolerance. So possessing a heart, HEART, to cultivate loving relationships. So if you have this, then you'll be very successful in your relationships. Any kind of relationship with anyone. There should be nobody on planet Earth with whom you are not able to relate with. Everyone. New person, child, old man, dying man, a lady, a girl, miss girl and all, you have to be careful because you have to be free from lust in one sense. The lesser the anarthas in your heart, better are your relationships with others because there's no exploitation. Now you see a beautiful girl and you go only there to satisfy your sensuous desire, at least subtly. So then how can you be successful in the relationship with her? Because you are exploiting her. You should be wanting to serve her. That's why unearth of lust should not be there in heart, or it should be almost zero. Nashta prayesho badrisho. Then only it is possible. Or similarly, any other millionaire is there. When you go, hey, ये बहुत donation देगा, सोने का बकरा है, इसको तो काटना ही होगा. Means internally you are thinking like that. यानी सोने के अंडा देने वाली मुर्गी है ये, इसको तो काट के ही रहूंगा मैं. अंडा ले लूंगा सोने का, इसको काट दूंगा. So if you are like that, okay, you have relationship with him. You understand? You learn from Prabhupada. See, Prabhupada, he got Giriraj Maharaj, who was coming from a very rich family. So his parents came to meet Prabhupada in India, where Prabhupada was. Father was the greatest lawyer in Chicago. He was millionaire. He gave a blank check with his signature. Says, Swamiji, here is a blank check. Write any amount, thousands and millions of dollars. Take that and give back my son. Just imagine what an amazing offer. Proper order, yeah, लेके जाओ उसको, मिल गया 10 crore dollars. उसको लिख दे होता पूरा ISKCON का for all time kind of something like that. So Prabhupada said, no, no. He's your son. You can take him. I don't want all this money. That is not required. So then father said, "Hey, son, just see here Swamiji is saying, you are our son. We can take you." I said, "Yeah, you can say like that, but I will not go with you. He is my real father. I will not be with association." So you see, Prabhupada was not after money. That's why he was so successful. So our anathas in the heart should not be so many. To the degree you have anathas, you will be a failure in your relationship. And to the degree you're free from anarthas in your heart, you will have ecstatic relationship with one and all. कोई भी हो, जानवर हो, पंछी हो, कीड़े मकोड़े हो, and human beings, and in the human being, all variety of people, Africans, Americans, Europeans, Japanese, Dutch French, Italians, anyone. You'll have wonderful relationship because you love everyone. Everybody child of Krishna. So one has to reach that level. So how to learn to develop relationship? Here the topic says second year devotees and inspire them. Basically new people. So we can do many things in our follow. We can develop relationship with students by inspiring them in some of the following ways. First, show interest in their life, study, birthday, health, etc. So we should ask this. In general, with any in any relationship, we should know about that person little bit. And then you may ask about his studies. How are your studies going on his birthday, you may wish him all that. Yesterday was Dipankar's birthday, our dear Bhakta Prabhu's son. Like actually, he came here. They brought him to my room, so I embraced him. He's 5-year-old boy. He's five rounder. That's five round. So then I gave him our 7 cup burfi from Pune, Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandras Mahaprasad. Generally, I give little. For you also we have brought. And for him, I gave one full piece because his birthday is there. And I gave him a card, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, writing message for him. Like that. And devotees kept clicking many photos and all that stuff. So, but they, because he's small, then I was telling devotees, because he's small, that's why I'm doing all these things. When he grows up, then I will give him philosophical lecture. You have taken many births. Let this be your last birth and surrender to Krishna and Guru and perfect your life. Don't take any more birth. And I doubt whether I'll give him a gift or not. I'll tell him every day is a birthday. I celebrate my birthday at every moment because I have taken millions of births. कितने birthday celebrate करूंगा every moment. People celebrate birthday. I can celebrate my birth moment of that particular birthday. Every moment. 9:20 I was born. 9:21 also I was born in some species sometime. 9:22 a.m. also I was born. 9:23 a.m. also as a horse. 9:24 a.m. also as a cow. 9:25 a.m. also as a donkey. 9:26 also as a hen. Some of these births were human births also. So कितना celebration करूँ मैं है कि नहीं? हर moment में every day. Tired हो जाएगा. Like gulab jamun, all you get once in a month. Gulab jamun, Hari Bol. Now every day you are given 10,000 gulab jamun. So who will care if you are given one more gulab jamun? दिखाओ मत मुझे. So like that it is. So appreciate on their birthday. Health, you can ask devotees their health. How is their health? Then secondly, their needs, interests, concerns, and expectation. Till now, I was thinking of NIS only, NIC only. Needs, interest, and concern. This is what I have learned in many international seminars within ISKCON that I attended. Needs, interest, and concerns. But here there is one more thing added: expectations. It makes it not NIC, NICE, nice. What are the needs of that person? Whosoever is in front of you, whosoever you want to have the best relation. What are his needs? His or her needs, interests. What are their interests? Their concerns and their expectation. So to the degree you are expert in your Krishna consciousness, you are deep in your Krishna consciousness, you will be able to satisfy the person in all these 4 aspects: his or her needs, interests, concerns, and expectations. All 4, which is very difficult otherwise if you are conditioned souls, sadhakas, practitioners, because you are self-centered only. My needs, my interests, my concerns, and so many of my expectations. Nobody listens. What is this? In ISKCON, nobody listens to me. Even Guru Maharaj doesn't care. And seniors, and counselor, president doesn't care for the resident. And the resident is the president, not much difference. He has one extra P before resident. But he has no time for it. Not to do. So when your internal struggle is not over, how will you help others to get rid of their struggles? So that's why one has to go deeper in Krishna consciousness. Then only one becomes a healing herb rather than being a cancerous cell. Two concepts. One is cancerous cell, it destroys your body. The cells expand and eat up everything and kill a person. And other side is healing herb that you take and then it heals all that, whatever the problem inside. So any person comes in front of you, you should be able to immediately at the earliest, without even asking, what are your needs, Prabhu or Mataji? What are your interests? What are your concerns? No need to ask. Their speech reveals, cut, 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 cut. They will, every person, he mm, has the habit, unless he's a pure devotee. Pure devotee's need is Krishna, 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 Krishna. To get Krishna from his superiors and Guru and to give Krishna to everyone like that. But otherwise, all of us, in our speech, in our action, mm, thoughts, all our needs and interest concerns are continuously there. So it's very easy to the degree you are pure, you are free from your own needs, interests, concerns, and expectation. You can easily understand what are the needs, interests, concerns, and expectations of the other person. And because you are a good servant, you have been chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra for many years and very nicely. So you are able to satisfy the person. It's not a difficult thing at all. Then next he says, listening to them when they open up their hearts without commenting. Guhyamakyati Pruchati, the living beings, two of the or one of the six living beings between two people. One person reveals the heart, other person hears with confidence and not commenting about it. That's not good commenting. Unless the person has great respect for you, he sees you as a senior and guru, spiritual master kind of. Then you may comment in a positive way, obviously, free from envy. Next is reading Srila Prabhupada books together with them and discussing. This is very nice thing. So when you all go to hostel, you should read with them. You have, I think, MMC, Mantra Meditation Circle Day, once in a week, maybe. You read book of Prabhupada. But otherwise, every day you have UNRC, isn't it? One round you chant with them. That is very good. Mm. If possible, reading a Prabhupada book, one paragraph only, every day, could be also introduced. One paragraph, not much explanation. I understand what time if they'll feel, they should not feel like, okay, entering like a needle, coming out like a plow. मेरा सब कुछ छीन तो नहीं लेंगे. But now you have started, I think, studying also with them. So how many of you saw that they are getting benefited? Are boys getting benefited because you study with them? Did you start it? Not started, no? Okay, take it, please do it at the earliest. That will help both the party. It will be win-win situation, what I told you. I have studied in ISKCON for last 30 years, and this is win-win formula for students and facilitators in youth preaching. So next is reading Prabhupada books. So this is very good. When Ishwar Puri came to Navadvip Dham, he had written on book Krishna Lilamrita. Some editing he expected from Nimai Pandit, who was great scholar, but otherwise he was reading daily from that book to his very dear follower Gadadhar Gadadhar Pandit. When Ishwar Puri was staying in the house of Gopinath Acharya, every day Gadadhar Pandit would go. He was a brahmachari, free person. Nimai Pandit had his school, Pathshala. Then Gadadhar Pandit would go and he would serve Ishwar Puri in so many different ways. Gadadhar Pandit, in order to favor such a loving disciple, son, so he would read from his book, Krishna Lilamrita. Like that. So whosoever you love, you read from Prabhupada's books for them, or you read for them some other Acharya's books, because it's a Krishna Katha. You are giving Krishna to them. Directly you can speak Krishna Katha, like on VSSUT, but informally if it is, then you can read some passages, something, or share. You know what I read recently, or what I heard recently. Share, give Krishna to them, even in that forum also, though informal one. So reading Srila Prabhupada books together with them and discussing, doing some sacrifice for them that will touch their hearts. So if you want to have loving relationship with others, you have to sacrifice. Don't ask how much or what all he has sacrificed for me. Ask what all you are ready to sacrifice, and you have already sacrificed for him or her. That is the way. They have that English saying, ask not what the nation has done for you, ask what have you done for the nation. Right. That's the formula. So then only relationships work. Only wife nowadays, woman, wife will ask, What has my husband done for me? Hardly he earns 25,000 per month. My salary I earn 60,000 per month. He's only BTech, I'm MTech. So what he has done? Nothing. So then the divorce is sure short, just a matter of time. Why should be counting blessing? My husband is such a grace, a Lord's grace, His grace upon me. He gives me everything. A wife who serves her husband, considering Pati Dev, she will be most successful woman. She'll get everything. She'll get saris, she'll get ornaments, she'll get house, vehicles, cars, servants, children, whatever her desires, everything will be given by the husband. The husband is capable. Even if he's poor person, he is capable because Lord has gifted every husband with the power to satisfy his wife and give her everything that she needs, provided the wife has the faith in the husband. If she feels, what an answer this fellow, how can he satisfy me? Then forget, then no question. Similarly, disciple should have faith in Guru. ये प्रसादे पुरे सर्व आशा श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति उत्तम गति गोलोक वृंदावन all the way. How many of us can go to the top of Eiffel Tower also or top of Gateway of India also? वहां भी नहीं पहुंच पाएंगे हम. यहाँ तो गोलोक वृंदावन लेके जाएंगे गुरु. If you have attachment, firm attachment to his lotus feet. In Pancharatra ki Vidhi, the attachment is to the lotus feet of the spiritual master. We offer flowers. And in Bhagavad Vidhi, it is attachment to the words emanating from the lotus lips of the spiritual master. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Te Ko Riho Mani Asha. So one should be firmly attached to the words that emanate from the lotus lips of the spiritual master. One should hear them with full concentration. Not even one word or one alphabet should go here and there. Everything should enter through ear holes in our heart only. So sacrifice that will touch their hearts. Engaging in menial services like cooking, cleaning pots, or washing room, and talking and taking them also in services and doing services with them. So you also do these services and help take their help also. They'll be happy. Prabhupada, he would cook himself. He would first of all distribute some books, and with that money got, he would purchase some would purchase some grains, etc. Then he would personally cook. He would offer to Krishna. He would serve all the hippies, boys and girls. At the end, they would eat and go away, making keeping everything in mess. Prabhupada would pick up the plates. Imagine 70, 72-year-old man lifting all the plates, taking them in kitchen, personally cleaning. वो लोग झूठा सब उनका हिप्पियों का. Earlier, somebody might have taken wine and he has eaten with that, all that dirty stuff. And Prabhupada is cleaning personally. And then cleaning temple hall also. One man show. We have the morning, we announce that. So today's duty worship will be done by this person. This person will do cooking, this person will do serving, afterwards wind up by this person, cleaning by this person. Prabhupada, there no schedule required. For everything Prabhupada. For this Prabhupada, for cleaning Prabhupada, for getting sabji Prabhupada, for cooking Prabhupada, offering bhoga, breakfast, lunch Prabhupada, serving prasadam Prabhupada, cleaning temple hall Prabhupada. Then only person can become founder acharya. Otherwise we are not that great. So we have to do this. How to learn to develop relationship? Okay, so he says singing bhajans with them and telling them meaning. So one, the facilitator himself should be so Krishna conscious. He should be singing bhajans and tell them, so this song I memorize, and this is the meaning. This is such a nice meaning. You should be relishing it so much. Anybody should see, my God, this Prabhu is so much he likes, loves Krishna, he loves Guru, he loves like that. No show, but it should be springing for heart naturally. So just by seeing you, people feel Krishna conscious. That much Krishna conscious you should be. And you can be if you beg Krishna from spiritual master. So sing bhajans and tell them the meaning. Sharing Srila Prabhupada's pastimes, telling different Guru Maharaj's pastimes. Not that my own Guru is the Guru, Vahe Guru. Hmm? No. Tell them different Gurus pastimes, how different The gurus served Prabhupada and like that. Then our interactions with senior devotees, what inspired us and touched our hearts. All this Krishna conscious nourishment that you obtained from your seniors, Prabhupada disciples. So share with others. Forgiving, non-judgmental, non-critical, speaking sweetly, appreciative, seeing only good, allowing them to improve slowly, empathizing with their difficulties, and offering guidance and solutions politely without pushing. All these qualities are required. When I used to do follow, when morning I was sitting today, I saw that table. I felt that table is the one which I used, because this must have come from that one, that table in around Tulsi Maharani. So, isn't it? It's from our Pune, no? You got it from Pune? No? You got it?
No, that
You
was
made it
the
here?
folding one.
Not folding one. Tulsi Maharani was kept
That, that was brought.
from Pune, no? So I believe this is the one which I used in my college days, third year, fourth year engineering. I was studying on that table. Only that top purse dot thing was not there. That somebody might have put later on. Yeah, because this is made by Madan. Where is that? Madan Manohar Prabhu made it for me. I had that. I used to study, so I had difficulty. So I asked him. This one maybe. Yeah, this one. Hare Krishna is written there, one side. I think that is my handwriting mostly. If I'm not. So anyway, what I was telling. So one boy I used to do follow in my third year engineering. So I used to go to him and he was very happy. He saw his godly boy, senior. So he gifted me one cassette saying this, you will like, these are very nice bhajans in this particular cassette, devotional bhajans. So my gift for you. I said, thank you very much. So he did not know. I will never listen to that cassette because no question. We are loyal to only Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya, Prabhupada and his followers. So I brought that cassette to my voice and I kept it in the locker for some day. Afterwards, I disposed it. Never put it in the tape recorder to hear it. But the point is, to him, I thanked. I said, thank you. You are very devotionally minded. That's why you hear songs like this. But I took the cassette away from him as a gift because he should not listen to those songs. I will never listen. But he's gifting, I accepted his love also. So we would be like that, offering gifts when they do some nice service. So give in our voice, I used to tell devotees by Monday you all put up your sadhanas course maximum by Tuesday. Tuesday morning after morning program, I would go to notice board and call everyone and say, okay, so for this week, last week, we have this devotee who has got third rank with this much body score, that much score. And gift I would give. Gift would be very simple, one small card or sticker of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, costing hardly 1 2 rupees or no money also, and they would appreciate. And then second rank, then first rank. If this devotee is topper in Sadhana's card for previous week, and so let us what you call thank these devotees. By that, our sadhana score will also improve, and we expect those whose names were not announced today. Next week, their names will also come. Indirect my agenda. Right. So offering gifts when they do some nice seva, taking special care of them when they come to Pune, like that. Somebody who has made this, or when they come to our place, wherever they are, you are keeping in regular touch over phone and personally. Call them, keep in touch. People like it, but content should be also. I tell all those who are connected to me, you attend my classes, but this is the best of myself will come. I'm directly glorifying Krishna, Guru, Prabhupada, the Parampara, and pure devotional service. No compromise. Pure devotional service. So this is the best association you can have of mine. This will accomplish everything. And otherwise, that hi, hello, that's okay. That I'll come to your place. You can come and meet me sometime. But the best thing is you hear me glorify Hari Guru Vaishnavas. Next, he says, giving them hope. I'm there for you. Don't worry. So this is very important. No matter how many mistakes they commit, you should tell. That should be very clear. In fact, you don't have to tell, but in case required, you can say. One of our boys in the voice, our voice would open, altar would open at 4 o'clock in the morning. So we had to get up at 3:30. He would get up at 3, first person to get up in the voice. And he was morning program, attendance in charge, morning program in charge, very high class. But then after, he was from Odisha only. But after he passed out, he got a job in Bhel. Bharat Heavy Electric Limited in Bengal and other country, other state, some border in the forest somewhere, that plant or whatever was there. So hardly any association of that. He very soon from 16 rounder, he became hardly one rounder or almost zero rounder. So I called him and said, bro, how is like going on? And he said, oh, pathetic, this and that. So I said, don't worry, at least chant one round. And Kolkata temple is nearby. Now Acharatnapur is also there. So if you could visit sometimes, that is the nearest possible for you. So you Pune is very far. So try to visit. He could not make it. Then after 7 8 months of being in that jail, I think he got a opportunity to go to West for that MS through GRE TOEFL, something he gave. So that way he was qualified. He asked me, should I go? I said, yes, that you should go. There you'll get association of devotees. Choose an university, choose a university which will be close to devotee association. So he went there. He got wonderful association of Vaisheshika Prabhu's devotees, disciples, followers, etc. And he picked up very soon. He became 16 rounder. After 2 3 years, he got initiated by his grace, Vaisheshika Prabhu. So he's an initiated 16 rounder devotee, married to initiated 16 rounder girl, Mataji. And they are having their family, they're working full time, dedicated. They're he has having job, but along with that, it does wonderful services. So you see how much encouragement can be helpful. Never discourage a person and tell them I'm there no matter what. So in one mail to him, I had written, Prabhu, don't feel any problem. No matter whatever happens in your life, n number of mistakes happen. No, the doors of my heart are always open for you. They will never close. I'm always yours. Never feel any hesitation. And he could get those loving waves from my heart. And he picked up and he's a wonderful devotee. He's very blissful devotee. So give them hope that I am there for you, don't worry. Available to them in their time of crisis or times when they need some advice. When they're crisis, you should be available. When they need advice, like that. Ideally, you should be available all the time. Understood, known that you have so many other things to do. But as such, love means that's why I recommend Matajis, whichever Matajis are knowing me and I know them. So I tell them preferably don't do job, especially after your childbirth, means you have a child, because you should be always available for your child. You're working lady, you get more money, and you want to put your child, son, daughter in international school, English medium school. But what's the point? You are not available. He will grow physically, okay, maybe intellectually, but mentally he will not grow. Because the kind of love, unlimited love, mother can shower upon a child, no other person, including the father, also cannot do that. Only women have that amazing ability, that emotional support. Women naturally are endowed, bestowed with that power, which males don't have. They cannot have it. So that is the power of a woman. She can empower a child. But unfortunately, in the world today, women themselves are trying to show that they are very powerful. So their empowering power is very less of women. They are only themselves so-called powerful ladies, whichever walk of life they want to get into. But they don't have empowering power. But olden days, Vedic time, you can see women's potency is in empowering. Shivaji Maharaj in our Maharashtra. What a powerful person. But if you see the source, the inspiration is mother, Jizamata. Father Shahaji Maharaj, he was in British, in the Mughal rule. He was placed in Adilabad, here, there. He was hardly present in Pune or wherever Shivaji Maharaj was with his mother. Mother gave him all nice samskaras, nice training. So he became wonderful, powerful Kshatriya. He protected Dharma like that. So women have that role. Unfortunately, they don't do justice to that. There's so much chaos in the society, in their personal lives. So then he said, loving like a mother, father, or elder brother. Like that, you should be. Facilitator means any type of role is required, whether father, mother, loving elder brother. You should be able to play all this. And Krishna will empower you. You can play all the roles. Some girls are in touch with me, some Matajis. So I tell them, I'm your son. Sometimes I'm your father. You can say elder brother, like that. They are spread all over India. Or many Prabhus are also there. Boys are there. I tell them, you're like my son. Because some nowadays I'm visiting voices, the boys, second year, third year boys, they are quite young in age to my age. They are like my sons. or like some who are grown up, they're like younger brothers. So we should be loving like that, taking their opinions or ideas or suggestions seriously and making an effort to implement them as far as possible. So one should be always eager to serve. Any one thing, request, suggestion, we should immediately like that. Certainly discrimination should be there, what to work on and what not to work upon. Knowing their specific talents, appreciating it, and highlighting it for everyone to know with the desire to encourage them in their Krishna consciousness. So very good. One should be paying extra special attention when they get sick. This is very important. We have in our, if you know our Kurmavatar Guru, Brahmachari. So when he was in first year, hostel he was staying, and he had a fever or something. Doctor had told him not to eat spicy and all that in the mess. But he requested the mess person. The fellow said, "Hey, sorry sir, not possible." Like that. So we provided him khichdi from our voice, non-spicy khichdi. And every day one devotee also would go to his room and give him. And he was so much touched. Devotees are so loving. So he shifted in the voice in the second year and eventually joined also as a brahmachari. And our Bhagavad Katha Prabhu, he went to IIT Kharagpur for Utkarsha or something, VTW. So in the toilet, the basin, that sink was broken, and his leg went inside when the backside of the ankle, that nerve only broke. It was serious problem. Then he was in plaster of Paris. Then every day Tirtharaj Prabhu, who was his classmate, would take him on the scooter with that leg, he would go and drop him back and bring him back also. He did it for 3-4 months because that was heavy accident, severe accident. And Bhagavatada was so much moved like that. I would personally take care of our devotees, boys. So once one boy, while coming for morning program, he brushed his leg below knee. It was so much bleeding. So I personally applied haldi on his. He was wondering, Prabhu, why are you doing? I will do. I said, no, I will do. Like that. Then he also had nose operation, some inside, I think, this bone had. So that time he was not supposed to eat with mouth, no, supposed to eat too much. He was supposed to take only milk with that ink we take, no? What they call ink drop, droplet, like that. So I would personally in the hospital, I only would take milk like this, and I would say open mouth, and I was personally feeding him. I have good experience of taking care of children in my childhood. From my mother's side, all were younger to me, all my cousin brothers and sisters. At least 3 years younger to me. Some were more than, many were more than that. So all my mummies and aunts, mousies, they were very damn sure. Oh, this fellow has come. Now we don't have to worry about children here. He alone will take care of 10, 15 children. I was expert at it. Everything I have done for children, except breastfeeding. I did not have milk in my breast, but with the bottle, I have fed them milk also, like that. Everything, changing their clothes, taking them, kissing them, showing them everything. So, expert, like that. Got full certificate from all my mommies and mousies. In fact, after I came to ISKCON, I almost stopped all relationship with everyone. So yeah, strict thing. So many of my cousin brothers and sisters, they would complain to my mother, "What is this? You know, our brother is not coming on this. Why is not like that?" They were crying to my mother. Mother herself was crying. अरे मेरे पास भी rarely आता है. आपके पास तो कहाँ से आएगा? Because I had to go for whole world as my parents. Vasudhaiva Kutumbaka. That's something I had to sacrifice. That was not possible for me to serve so many people at that stage of my life. Now, maybe in case of. So when they are sick, one another boy, he also was having fever. He was not getting cured. So I put him behind the back on the bike, and I only drove by in a native Warangal. Took him all inside, and one Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu's wife, she was doctor. And I took him and said, Mataji, just why is it taking time? So she gave some medicines, and again I brought him back on back. Like that. Not a problem. I went on in saffron only. Because his life was more important to me. And that was not so much problem. Offering them step-by-step guidance on how to engage their mind and senses in Krishna service alongside their prescribed duty of studies. So all-round help should be given. Any question? This is a big topic. Well, end. Time is too much. Any question, clarification? Yes.
Really, sometimes we are genuine care for others, but the same moment we feel that the other person is not listening.
That's what, na. So you yourself are not chanting properly and hearing Krishna Katha. So you have so many expectations. You are only incomplete. You are dissatisfied. You are looking for love. Ideally, the love comes by hearing Krishna Katha and all that. And love comes from our seniors also. We have been given so much by our seniors in ISKCON. That should be enough. Now you should be love distributor, not love seeker. If you chant very nicely, hear Krishna Katha, morning classes, and you read proper books, you will not seek uh, from any equal of yours. Or sometimes the height is some devotee seeks all that from his juniors also. So much love seeker. That is not good. From parents only, our devotional parents, from Guru, from Prabhupada, through Krishna Katha. These only are the sources of our love. Certainly, senior devotees, they lovingly deal with us. Any other? Anything online? These what principles we are discussing? These are principles. These are applicable in all relationships. As I already while speaking said, husband, wife, parents, children, brothers and sisters, devotees, guru and disciple, between facilitator and facilities, between the wives and mates. All it is applicable for all foundational principles. These are. Nobody? Do you have? Question? Is it? So no question. We'll end here then. Tomorrow morning, is it okay to continue? Shuddhajita bro? Yes. So we'll continue. Though it may not end there also, but let us. Time will be 5:45. Because I have to leave early. We'll prepone the class to 5:45. After the class, you have. Okay, so for today, we'll end here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaura Bhaktavrinda ki jai, Sai Gaur Premanande. So who are there? इसमें स्क्रीनशॉट नहीं लेना क्या एक इसके भी चल रहा था, आपका भी चल रहा था, ये भी चल रहा है। कैसे वो लोग कनेक्टेड थे, वो जो भी दिख रहे कौन कौन कनेक्टेड है, ये कैमरा है। वीडियो वाली सेंटर ये किसने बोला? आपका कोई था? हाँ, हमारे कुछ डिवोटीज ने का ग्रुप कारण तो आपके देखिए और एक रियल जी ब्रो, मैंने ऑर्डर किया ना, फोन नंबर छाड़ दे हमारा एपिसोड लेगा ऑलवेज এটা ভাঙলে চলে দেশ করতে ও 500 600 এমপি ভাঙলে দৌড়িয়ে আমার টাইম রেট লাগবে তুমি पूरी उन्होंने गाया हाँ पूरी बीच में गाया संसार भक्तस्य कल्याण गुणानवास्य Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON founder Acharya, Deputy founder Acharya, Secretary of the Whole Movement Srila Prabhupada ki Devam Vishnupada Brahmasa Acharya Ashtottara Shata Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnavas ki Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur ki Prince of Whole Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda श्रीवासादि श्रीराधा कृष्ण गोपिका भूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री रघुनाथ धाम की श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की कमैया की देवी की महाराज की समवेत भक्त भक्त वृंद की श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी शिशिवाजी आरती की श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नित्यानंद नमस्ते सारस्वती भगवान प्रचार धन्यवाद
Yeah. Yeah.
Around 10 o'clock.
पूछ रहे हैं हाँ? कोई फिस्ट खाए हो लूज मोशन हो रहा है क्या हाँ? ये तो देखो, आपका ठीक है ना फिर हाँ? आपका कुछ नहीं टाइम हो गया बस ये डिब्बा किसका है ये वहाँ पर लेके आए थे वो एमएमसी के लिए हाँ टाइम पे एंड कर दिया फिर उसे
शांतनु ब्रो ये बताया है ना।
हाँ?
शांतनु ब्रो बोल रहे थे कि वो किधर क्या खत्म होना है वो आता है, इसलिए मैं टाइम पे खत्म करते हैं, उधर ही गड़बड़ हो रहता है।
ये किसमिस किसका है आपका है